welcome to the First Impressions video brought to you by MMO Play. Today we're taking a look at an upcoming free-to-play MMO of sorts. This is Everquest Next Landmark, or just Everquest Landmark nowadays. This game is basically the mod tools that they are using to create Everquest Next, Everquest's third big MMO, and it's going to have voxel-based worlds. Somewhere along the lines, they decided to basically allow players to use the mod tools, and they turned it into a fully fledged game, much like a Minecraft-style game. It's a sandbox, and there's lots of players, or player housing, player building, and overall just kind of having a lot of fun. So, we're going to look at some of the basics for the game, and just see how it's looking. Currently, this is the beta. There's still quite a few things to add, and we're going to just go and explore what's available right now. So the first thing that you'll start out is you'll start near one of these portal stones. You can use them to travel between different zones. I'm actually going to go ahead and demonstrate that right now because I really don't want to be here. It's kind of drab and hard to see. Also, I do want to show the crafting. So you'll have these different crafting nodes. When you claim basically a plot of land, you can build on it, and you'll build these own crafting nodes in your own area, and even eventually higher level ones. But for now, new players can just come to here and use these, and then you can craft items like a pick. I can craft an axe, which lets me chop down trees, a sickle to get herbs, pulverizer, which lets me just dig through tons of dirt, but I don't collect resources for it, so basically I can make big holes. You can get weapons. Combat was recently added to the game. And then I can get new crafting things like I can get a superior smelter, exceptional smelter, legendary smelter. I can smelt my ores. Like I can go ahead and let's just get a copper ingot. And then I got lots of different materials I've been gathering earlier. Glass. You can use this to be able to decorate your claim. And then some crafting components I can make coal over here. On top of that, something that's relatively new is I can take an item I have. So, let's see, get my Founder's Pickaxe. You can't upgrade that. Okay, I'll finally get my Stone Pick. I'm not going to upgrade it, but you can... Alright. I will get my Iron Pick. Again, I'm not going to upgrade it, but if I could if I wanted to. And I could place a relic in here, which will let me increase its harvesting damage, harvesting speed, or harvesting size. The damage is how fast I harvest. The speed is how fast I swing my pickaxe. The size is the size of the reticule that I'll be harvesting at a time. Iron is good enough for mining things up through this material, so it's tier 3. I would need to go ahead and get a better pick if I want to get higher stuff. Like tin is tier 2. So tungsten will be my next one. I'll need to get some tungsten ore, tin. I can also probably get silver. That's just basically going to be a better iron. Eventually get cobalt, and you'll just kind of go through the tiers. The goal eventually is to make it so you explore underneath the world and be layers in the world. For now, at this stage of development, you instead will go to different zones. I'm in a tier 3 zone, I believe. I want tier 4 materials. So, I think I want tier 3 maybe. So I'm going to go to the cave, tier 3. So I'll just do that, hit confirm, and I'll get teleported to there. Well, cave wasn't where I wanted to go, that's where I was at. I find it really hard to see resources while I'm in the snow biome, so I'm gonna come over to here, and looks like this is a claim. I cannot mine on this area right here. This is this person's land. I can't do anything to change the world around it. But if I leave here, I can come over here and, let's see, my reticule will turn green when I'm able to mine. Oh, got more of his area. Or it'll turn blue, actually. There we go. So, from here, I can start mining. There's no good resources here for me. I can show, like, loot. You can see I've got... Oh, I managed to get some copper. I didn't see it, but... Really, I'm in the hunt for higher tier stuff. I'm looking for tungsten, maybe some more iron, stuff like that. So you go around, you look around, and I can find something fancy. Get some gems here. I don't have anything to harvest amethyst, so I'm kind of SOL. I'm going to need a higher tier pick for that. Or maybe not. That's actually my Founder's Pick. So here, I got my iron pick. Click. And I have amaranthine, which is basically a higher form of stone. It's used to create higher crafting stations, and then you can also use it to decorate your area too. So maybe I can go over here and get this amethyst now that I got the right pickaxe equipped. My iron pickaxe is actually weaker than my founder's pickaxe, but it's a higher tier, so I can use it to get things like this amethyst. But I keep my older one on me because it's faster, it's bigger, it does more damage. Also, the founder's pickaxe tends to it's also an axe. So I can cut any tree down I want. So I can come over here, cut a tree down, and just kind of hold on. You gotta hold on and click for it. Ooh, I'm getting burled wood. I remember when that was a real pain to get. So basically, you're gonna go throughout the world, going to explore, gonna find things, get materials, build higher tiers of equipment. You can see when I killed the tree, it disappeared. It'll respawn eventually. There's no animation for it, like falling down or anything. You can also see in the distance some of the structures people have built. Some pretty big and cool looking castles around here. So what other things I can do? There is an equipment system in game. So I have my founder's pickaxe equipped. I have a regalia equipped, which is just, it shows off just clothes, no bonuses on this. But I also have rings of bounty, which gives me 10% bonus to resource gathering while worn. I could wear things that give me increased crafting results while crafting. I've seen some that just give you increased run speed. Another thing there is there's a grappling hook which you can use to grapple from place to place. Lets you fast travel. That's one of actually the really nice things, is being able to travel quickly. I'm going to go over here and just see what I am able to mine. You go through at this point, and I just kind of grab as much as I can, increase through the tiers. Much like when you first start a Minecraft world, you're going to go and collect a bunch of resources, maybe build like a starting hut. The only difference is in this world, you have a claim that you lay, which I actually do not have a claim in the beta. I played a lot in the alpha. I'll maybe go and grab one around here somewhere. But since I found tungsten, just go through and mine it out. Sometimes you'll notice certain patterns, like I'll notice that chances are at the end of this tungsten vein, it'll probably have something attached to it that's kind of nice. I gotta build a dig in here. You'll also notice this game is a voxel-based game that does not use just perfect cubes like Minecraft or other voxel games, maybe Cube World, I think, but they don't really do much in the way of player or world changing right now. Starbound, Terraria. It's actually, you can see it's a lot smoother. Now, placing spots, like when I'm on my claim, I can place blocks, and they'll generally be not necessarily square, but they'll be flat, which try to look at. I want to mine out this tungsten vein, see what's in here. And you can see I can actually dig into the ground if I wanted to. At this point in the game, there's not much point to it. You just go to a higher tier zone and explore, and you find the resources you need. The plan eventually is to make it so there will be times I want to go exploring and finding underground cave systems, and I can use that. Maybe I'll find underground dungeons. There will be player-made quests. There will be more monster combat. They're planning to basically allow players to create MMOs using this engine. Then there's the fact that this is also an MMO, and players can buy and sell resources, buy and sell plans for buildings, which, do I have the ability to look at that right now? So you can see my template here. It shows my claim from a previous build. It shows a grill I designed that I can just, now that I've created, I can go ahead and plop it down and it'll make it. So once I have created an item that I like in my claim, or really anywhere, but once I've created that item, I just can go ahead and make it into a template and then use that to build it again later. Okay, now we're getting silver. So like I said, if you dig towards a vein, you go all the way to the end, you'll probably find something special. So in this case I found silver, which is basically tier 3 is iron, tier 3.5 is silver, and then tier 4 is tungsten. So there are times I might want silver, there are times I might not. Next thing I want to do is I want to build a claim. So I need to go find an area that has, let's see, we can get rid of PvP, right? I can scroll out, I can see what areas have been claimed, and I guess like anywhere it's available, I can go plant a flag. I need to go back to the starting area though, and it's this way, and I need to make a flag. Recently in game, there has been a market style gameplay added where you have to basically pay a tax, much like Arcade. And that tax is going to be, I believe, in copper. Let's see. Some of this stuff is brand new to me. Also, we can see on the market we can buy things like extra copper. We could buy ruby builder's bag. It's a free-to-play game, and it's going to have some microtransactions available. Also, the player market, people can be buying and selling to each other. I found that generally progressing through the game to get the materials you want to get the higher end items, at least in the alpha, it took time, but it did not take an unreasonable amount of time. I was able to get all the way up through all 3 tiers, just kind of playing off and on for a few days. I found that I generally am the kind of person that lays a claim, and then I will go and progress through the game, get all my higher end tools, and then come back and start working on my claim. I won't actually just look at my claim right away. But right now, I want to go and show the gameplay of it, so let's see. It's not here. Which crafting station is it? No, we don't need accessories. We don't need outfits. Claim flag, alright. So I can get a claim flag. It'll cost me 300 copper ore and 1 heartwood. So craft it. Let's throw that onto my bar. And there's nothing I can do here, so we're going to leave here and go somewhere else. You can see another player over there. In time, there are going to be more combat, maybe it'll be more player versus player style combat, so I actually would want to think about him, but for now, don't worry. Looking for a place that's available. I probably should have gone... Let's go this way. And go see another player's creation. So these are all blocks that he has mined, and then placing them in different ways to get interesting and cool designs. There is a whole community about designing interesting styles. You can see this is definitely not a traditional voxel game that is purely based on squares. All of these things are things that either they're templates he got from other players or he designed himself. And voxels get really small. You can see how tiny detail those are. I can actually show the voxel size. I actually might be able to do it like this. Let's get a cube out. And it goes down to that size and all the way up to that size. And I can hit Shift, Control. It's a little wonky, the controls for placing blocks. Let's see, how about up here? This might be a good area to place a claim at. Right. So I can place my claim right there. And it will cost me 300 upkeep, which is copper ore, I believe. And it'll be due... I'm not quite sure what that is. It'll be due in 12/31/2069? I don't know. But it would be just deducted from my bank, and it would just pull copper ore out. I can confirm it. And it's placed. And here I can see I have 4,200 copper, 140 station cash, and I'll just go ahead and save that right there. And we can see this big old square shows where I'm at, where my claim is. And I can come up in here and start doing things if I wanted to. I have no idea what... Let's see, where is it? My last claim looked like. So we just place it. didn't have enough resources to do it. So I can't place it now. I'd have to go back and do a few more things. You can see it looks like it's placed some of my buildings, but not all of them. If you were to lose your resources for any reason... Oh, there's my iron grill right here. If you were to lose your claim for any reason, instead of losing your all the resources you put into it, it actually will give you all your resources back, and it'll save a template for you and give it to you. What's this? This is my vault. It's got all my items in it. And then another thing is, you notice I cannot mine on my claim. So players cannot just go ahead and claim an area that's got lots of resources. Like I couldn't have claimed this spot right here so I could have the tungsten myself. But I can go ahead and remove it. I could use my tools to remove things. A lot of the tools you start with a couple of basics, like line tool, but you do not have all of them. You'll have to craft them at the different crafting stations available. And basically at this point, I can build anything I wanted to here, much like those castles. You can also extend them. You can put adjoining claim flags, which is why I couldn't place things. Actually, you can see he has a 6 claim area, which means he's going to be spending 1,800 copper per week. He's going to have to keep maintaining that. Or maybe it's not linear. He might have to spend more than that. Overall, this game is, if you're the kind of person that enjoys sandbox building, gathering, and exploring, check it out. It's going to be available for free. Currently, founders packs or invites are the only way to get in. Content, stay tuned more for MMO Play. Thanks for watching. I need more tungsten.